I can't believe that we are all the way on to Wednesday now. Is that where we're at here?
I believe so. I don't.
Okay.
What are days? What is this?
What are days? What's a calendar? Those are so silly. Hey, we were talking about this earlier on the air. What's the most lavish, extravagant thing you bought? Because you were just getting ready to hop online. You're like, oh, my AirPods don't work. I'm like, you got those noise canceling AirPods? Because I do.
Yeah. I think the most lavish thing I've bought myself in the last couple of years is this really pretty purse in London.
Ooh.
It's like a designer purse. Someone gave us some money for our honeymoon, said, buy yourself a designer purse. So I got that.
Buy yourself something nice, kids.
Pretty much. And
yeah.
It was one of those, I'm like, oh, I'll just keep waiting to see if I find something better. And I never did. And we never got back to the store, and I was bummed. So then we're in Heathrow because, we're just travelers like that. And they had the store in Heathrow because they have like a whole like designer row area in the airport.
Yeah.
So that's where I got my purse.
So you got a lavish designer purse at an airport purse store.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was like fixing my table as you're telling that story because everything is off because my two kids are back home now for the week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that means that everything that I had set up a certain way now gets jumbled up a whole different way.
Well, yeah, that's what kids do.
It takes about 2 days to do it.
When do the kids start school? Soon, right?
Well, for my kids, it's the 10th. For some schools, it's today.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And for some schools, it's next week. So yeah, it's like we're right up there.
Have you done all your back to school shopping yet? No. But
today we do a drive-through. Today we because they still do some distance things,
Oh, okay.
And so today we're driving through the campus so that the boys can meet their teachers, and then they do them at different times too. So we have to make like 2 separate trips, but they meet their teachers, which are the same teachers they had last year.
Okay, well that's convenient.
Yeah. So the way the school does it is when you at GVA, when you're in a class, you keep the same teacher for 2 years, and then they cycle out and they change up not only the class teacher, but the whole classroom itself. So you don't have the same set of students your next year.
Oh, that's cool. What grades are your boys in now?
4th and 6th.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jeez. That's crazy.
Crazy, right?
Yeah. Because when I met you, your ex was pregnant with number 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number one. Yeah.
That's insane, Ian.
Walking at the track at DL. This guy Zeke goes to his kid goes to our high school. We both went to this high school, Del Oro, up in Loomis.
Oh, that's cool.
So his kid, you're new to the stream. Zeke used to do that joke of the day, but his kid now is Jordan's 15 or 16 now, but is playing. Was recruited and made Team USA. I think 15 and under basketball.
Oh wow!
And then the pandemic hit.
Yeah. That old thing.
Yeah. We're talking about extravagant purchases and what you bought and all fancy and stuff. Did you know that Kim Basinger just bought an entire town?
She has that kind of money?
She bought the town of Brazelton, Georgia for $20 million with plans to transform it into a tourist destination with movie and music studios. And then in 1995, she resold it for $4.5 million. She paid $15.5 million more than she sold it for.
Wow. Maybe she had to sell it because of that divorce to Alec Baldwin.
That could have been it.
That thing.
You know what extravagant purchase I made?
We
were talking about it earlier. AirPod Pros. They've got the noise canceling. I paid extra.
They are nice, and they are cheaper now. But my AirPods are pretty good. My dog has gotten to them because, that's what dogs do. Thankfully, they still work.
So I think what I'm going to start doing in future relationships is I think I'm going to start buying nicer stuff. And my last
for yourself or for that?
No. In my last little mini relationship. Okay, now first of all, how quickly into a relationship before you start buying nice gifts, right? Like you wait a few months, right? Like nice gifts. Like AirPod Pros are $199, $200 for the noise, right? Okay, that's a few months in, right?
I would say so for sure.
Okay, but like so, the first couple weeks in, the person I was seeing didn't have any AirPods or wireless headphones. And so a buddy of mine had some that he paid like $30 for, and I found some that were the exact same ones for $15. So I got those, but that relationship petered out after a few months. I guess I should have went for the more expensive AirPods.
Oh, so that was what broke.
Is that what it is?
The
right.
$15 wireless headphones.
Set the tone for the whole thing.
Dude, the cheap, and I'm not trying to be a jerk, but like the cheaper ones, they've gotten so much better. Like we got some for my mother-in-law for Christmas, and they're amazing.
Yeah.
They're so much better than what they were like 2 or 3 years ago.
Well, because you have to be real careful because a lot of those you'll get them and you'll think, oh my God, I got a good deal. And then it sounds like somebody's holding their hand over the speakers. You're trying to listen to it,
Yeah, but also my mother-in-law's doesn't know audio quality very well. All she needs to do is just hear her mom on the phone. You know what I mean?
It sounds like Pavarotti.
Yeah, like she's not listening for studio quality of like a Led Zeppelin album or something.
Pavarotti adjacent. Is it? Yeah, okay. That's Led Zeppelin. Okay, no, I can hear that. Okay, we're good here.
You know what I mean? Or Garth Brooks. Like, she'll be fine.
Do I got Garth on here?
Yeah.
I got Garth. That's Garth. I can tell that's Garth. This was a good purchase, Ashley. It only takes me 10, 12 seconds to figure out what song I'm listening to.
We were going to get her the AirPods, but then, it's a little expensive. And I didn't know if she was going to use it. So it's like, you get the cheaper as like a tester.
They use them if they're cheap.
I'm just saying.
That's what I've learned. Okay, but that's what I've learned because we've talked about this so many times. I've always kind of gone cheap, but I always kind of went cheap because I thought that I could fix it or do it on my own,
Mm-hmm.
So then
your quad pod and such, you're building your own tripod. Wasn't it a quad pod?
It was a quad pod.
Table. Your table.
It was a table with a very small top. All right, I don't want to do the show with you anymore.
You just don't like that I remember things to call you out on.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming to our live stream brought to you by Honey's Air and Solar. Madden is on vacation this week, but she will thankfully be back next week where I will be on vacation. So, I checked out some camping sites. I think.
Oh, where are you going to?
I think I might hit Mendocino.
I love Mendocino. So pretty. And you escape the heat like that. Because their high is like maybe 70. Maybe
if that. You know what? Yeah. Let me see. Okay, my screen might go dark for a minute here, but let me see if I can find what their weather is like this week.
Yeah, I've been looking at some like Airbnbs or like little hotels.
What is our high will check in around 62.
Yeah. So if you want to escape the heat, Mendocino is a great place.
Yeah, I found some little camping sites out there because the state parks are all filled up. By the way, if anybody's looking to go camping right now, because once everything opened back up, the state parks were the first ones to go up and down the coast. So like for me, I like to fish it and stay at Russian Gulch, Van Dam, McCarraker, all booked out. They're booked out for like the next year. Then you go to the next set of popular camping sites, which up there is Westport and Casper. Those are all booked out too. I found like a third subset of camping sites. Okay. Where I don't think it's as developed. I'm probably going to be trying to find like a Planet Beach to go take a shower.
Oh, that type of situation.
Yeah.
What about, you like camping, but I was like,
I love camping.
What about a motel?
Well, that's $28 versus $78.
Okay, never mind then. Yeah, so just find some freshwater stream.
Right.
The best you can and just give yourself a little washeroo.
That's what I'm saying. I'll cruise up to the little town of Willits. I'm sure they have a Planet Beach up there. I'll go, work out.
Yeah.
Or what is it called? Planet Fitness. I'm sorry, Planet Fitness. I'll go work out and then grab a quick shower. Then I'll go head back to my tent.
Yeah. No, that sounds like fun. And such a good food out there too.
Oh, I love it. There's the Noyo Harbor in Fort Bragg, and they have an Italian restaurant down there. And for the longest time, and I think it's still the same, it's, 2021 coming up on 2022?
Yeah.
On a little tiny piece of binder paper on their cash register, no cards, cash only.
Oh my God. Who still carries cash?
Right.
Like, it's nowadays you get offended when people don't have Apple Pay. Like,
they have to have changed that by now, because the last time we went to that restaurant a few years ago, like 7 of us were all leaving somebody behind to make sure that we didn't skip out on the bill to go up to the Rayleighs at the top of the harder to get cash to come back down to pay, because we all got food before we realized it was cash only.
Yeah, I mean, it's so cheap now to get one of those squares that you just put on your phone and you just swipe your card.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so cheaper now to take cards.
They like holding people hostage. When you show up, like they literally like when I didn't have cash, they were like, okay, she stays you go. Okay.
Dude, I got my nails done a couple months ago and something was wrong with their card reader. They're like, oh, do you have cash? I'm like, no, I don't. They're like, oh, so you can go to the bank and get cash. And I'm like, wait, so you want me to leave the place with all of my stuff and come back and pay? I'm like, you're lucky I like this place because I could have easily just been back.
Right.
You know what I mean? That was a trust exercise.
Trust fall. Restaurant trust fall.
Yeah.
All right, don't forget, we have your tickets to check out Boys to Men coming up before 8 o'clock, and then Everclear is at the Gala Center for the Arts. That's going to be this weekend. We have those tickets coming up just before 9 o'clock on K-Hop, and then you and I will be back here right around 7:45.
Sounds good. See you then.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.